So to the second day of trials at Addington, busy program again. Heat number 3 is the first one we want to have a look at, and Nima Franco. Ultra consistent she is. She stepped, she held off a late charge from Franco Niven, who was placed in the age pace back in November at Kaikoura. So the form's pretty strong out of this trial. They broke 3.25, home in 56.5, 27.8. Making up some good ground late in the piece for a couple of runners as well. So just keep an eye on this trial as a good form reference.
It's been a muddly run trial, but the leader is Nima Franco, a length on Gilligan's Island. Overarm back to the inside, and Franco Niven with a cold shot on the maul descends strongly. 100 to go. Nima Franco a length, Franco Niven, then overarm Gilligan's Island. Nima Franco doing enough, leads at a half. Nima Franco scores the trial, beats home Franco Niven, third overarm, fourth Gilligan's Island. Then came Hayden's Medal.
Heat number 4, Team Kiwi. Actually speaking to part owner of this horse previously, Hamish Scott, he said these horses are big and bold when they're in front. Well, that's exactly what happened here. Steve Dolan trains these days, was supposedly going to America, but it never quite worked out. In front, really strong. Time, excellent. 2-minute mile rate, 57, home in 29.1. Strong late finish from Hell's Shadow, but Team Kiwi, if it can find this spot when it resumes, look out.
But it's Team Kiwi turning for home. A length and a half on Hell's Shadow, who sits right on its back. 5 lengths Spicy Girl Becky. They're running for the minors as Team Kiwi slipped 2 in front of Hell's Shadow. 5 lengths Spicy Girl Becky, then Boss Maro. Good time coming up here for the trial. Team Kiwi runs them ragged. Team Kiwi scores by 2.5 Hell's Shadow. They'd have to be 8 or 9 away to Spicy Girl Becky. Then Boss Maro. Under wraps got home okay from Olive Cook.
Heat number 5, Jaffa Josh. It's never easy, is it, for a horse off the unruly over the short course, but he made a really good job of this. Moved around, took the lead, ended up settling back in the trail from about the 800 to the 600. An unusual move, but it was trial day, so something a bit different. Up the passing lane, really strong for the Bulkoskis. Tiebreaker in seconds, no slouch. Jeff Dunn and Jared O'Reilly expect it to be to the fore when it returns to the races. And Eastwood Ideal and Longview Lady, both very good, late wide out on the track.
Well in the straight now, 150 to go. Scared Stiff a half, Jaffa Josh. Tiebreaker lets down. Sagano gets through, 100 to go. Jaffa Josh took over. A length on Scared Stiff, Sagano and Tiebreaker late. It's Jaffa Josh a half, Sagano and Tiebreaker. Jaffa Josh scores, beats Tiebreaker, who just nosed out Sagano, and I fancy Scared Stiff held on for 4th ahead of Eastwood Ideal.
Let's move on to heat number 6 and Carlos Bromack. He actually won his first 2 starts for the Duns and took on a size stakes heat, so they rated him pretty highly. He came back at the trials and he was really, really good. 58.8 mile rate, plenty to like about him. Got a nice run in the 1-1, this time in the hands of Corbin Newman.
Tom Martin joined by Distinguished Taste as they come on down. Carlos Bromack joined in very easily down the middle, strode to the lead. Carlos Bromack put 2 lengths on Distinguished Taste. Who made who? Tom Martin. Carlos Bromack's going to be too good after an initial lead dig. Couldn't get there. Got some cover and he scores, and he's knocked off late in the piece as well. He didn't look as though he got tired. He more knocked off than anything, Carlos Bromack. Second to go by Who Made Who. Distinguished Taste will be...
Heat 10, the free-for-all over the 1980, and Dr. Tim had to bow last week to Nandolo. That wasn't the case this week. He was excellent, very good staying effort. He was parked from the 1,000 metres and was too good for Dad and Dave, who sat on his back, had every chance to get past him. 58.5, 27.9. Arden Roanoke, one to follow out of the trials too, never hooked out and was comfortable to the line.
Hard held Millwood Maisie and Arden Roanoke, and with the inside run Queen of Darts. Miss Mucho headed off by Dr. Tim. Dad and Dave's a length and a half away from Millwood Maisie and Queen of Darts. 75 to go. Dr. Tim a length clear. Queen of Darts late with Dr. Tim, with Dad and Dave, but Dr. Tim will score. Some really good late work from Dad and Dave. He was really strong through the line. So was Queen of Darts up the inside.
Heat number 11, Dalgety Purdon team to the fore here. Blair Orange driving Fabrizio. Actually flashed home first up at the trials last week, and this time really was strong to the line. Got a beautiful run in the 1-1, home in 57.1 and 28. A lot to like about it. Held to ransom, flashed home late in the piece.
Held to ransom behind them from Brantley and Sounds Like Art. Anna Major joined by Lulu Lemon. Fabrizio descending very quickly though. Taxman with the inside run. Fabrizio took over, hit the lead. Fabrizio too good. Fabrizio scores. Beats home Held to Ransom. Third to go by Anna Major. Then Lulu Lemon, Brantley.
Heat number 12, Isla's Joy was victorious on this occasion, led early, took a trail. Nice type of horse for Ross Cameron by changeover. It's going to find itself in a tricky grade, I think, but if it gets this sort of run, it'll be competitive. Cast No Shadow was excellent late, as was its stablemate in Mongolian Cavalry.
Gemma Mack outside, inside run Isla's Joy, then Smithy Cast No Shadow running on. Isla's Joy goes to the lead over Rock and Roll King, then Gemma Mack and Cast No Shadow. Isla's Joy clear. It's Isla's Joy, Cast No Shadow late. Isla's Joy scores, Cast No Shadow second, Gemma Mack third, fourth in Rock and Roll King. Heading the line well, Mongolian Cavalry and Franco Texas. They all finished within about 3 or 4 lengths of each other.
That's a wrap of the second day of the Addington trials with a lead towards our first race meetings. Looking forward to getting back on track with all of these horses and plenty of form to come out of both trial days.